Hi everyone, this is Praveen Dure from Dice University, and in today's video we are going to talk about the introduction of DatsPush push traffic network tutorial. Let's go. Welcome to today's video where we are going to talk about DatsPush, and this is actually a push notification advertising network. So a little bit about DatsPush. DatsPush is a hugely popular ad network which helps in marketing strategy by deriving push notification traffic and helps also to monetize website ad blocks. DatsPush is actually owned by LeadBit, one of the most renowned CPA network of all time. You can actually see over here DatsPush is actually powered by LeadBit. If you don't know what is LeadBit, you can actually see this is actually LeadBit. They are actually a CPA network. They are very famous in the industry. They have been in the industry for quite some time. They have a lot of good offers, and they actually owns the DatsPush. And when we talk about DatsPush as well, DatsPush is a self-serving ad platform which enables the user to optimize and put ads on the network itself. And also DatsPush job is to send maximum score of live traffic to that particular ads which the user actually put up as well. So DatsPush is actually an international network which focuses solely on push notification marketing and specialize in selling top-notch quality traffic in your way. It has an excellent approach towards marketing and knows the hooks and the crooks when it comes to the platform, browsers, audience, and all this kind of targeting stuff. DatsPush is what you want to look for. So DatsPush actually caters for both publishers as well as advertisers in the first place. So this is how the DatsPush website looks like. So if you compare to the older website LeadBit actually looks a little bit classy and a little bit like a big huge company. You know, they do have like a very classy kind of website, but when it comes to DatsPush, it's a little bit comical. But it actually suits very well when it comes to a push notification advertisement network. I feel that it suits very well because they're pretty straightforward. It's pretty the color, the combination is pretty comical, but like I told you, it suits very well. So straight away, the first thing is for publishers, they have contact. For advertisers, they have contact Skype as well as Telegram, and they do have like Facebook, Telegram. I don't know what is this. This is Telegram Russia. This is Internet Explorer as well. So you can actually see everything is like very comical. They ask you to scroll down over here, which is funny, but it's straightforward. They tell that they are a push notification advertising network, and they show you how many daily clicks they do get, what is the bid starts from, what real users, how many % of real users they have, what is their volume, what the countries involved, what is the average bid, their targeting, what sort of targeting characteristics that they do have over here, and they do show how push notification actually looks like as well. So it's pretty nice. In Chrome, this is how it looks like. In Firefox, in Chrome, Windows, and all this kind of stuff, everything looks pretty neat. So when you scroll down, they're actually talking about their top performance vertical. So a lot of advertising network will not say this particular section, which is the top performing verticals, and the reason is usually they do have like native, they do have different type of ad format, and different type of ad formats, they actually suit different type of verticals. And since the DatsPush actually focus on push notification alone, so they do have this kind of section where they actually say regarding the top performing verticals. So Nutra, e-commerce, finance, sweepstakes, gambling, betting, dating, one-click pin summit, binary option. So keep in mind that crypto binary option is available, finance is available as well for push traffic. So for publishers, if you have website, monetize that website. So this is for publishers. This is not what we want. We are a media buyer. Are you a media buyer? So get a direct link to our landing page and earn money via our payment models. So their payment models is via CPA and revenue shares. You can actually add the site. It's all like pretty comical, pretty huge. The thing about this, what makes it looks pretty comical is that the words are actually pretty huge. There's a lot of huge words around the website, which makes things really nice. Actually, I like this kind of design a lot. So you can actually see the CPA model starts from $20 for 100 initial push installed, blah blah. So it's all different. So these are the benefits: 100% safe, additional monetization, daily payouts, fast setups. So let's go ahead and check out. So like I tell you, everything looks pretty neat. So they do cater for both advertisers as well as publishers. That's our main concern, because a lot of networks, they do say, hey, I'm actually very specialized when it comes to push notification. And then when you ask them whether they cater for both publisher as well as advertiser, they say, yeah, I only cater for publisher, I don't cater for advertiser. So these things often happens. So let's go ahead and sign up. If you don't know how to sign up, all you gotta do is hit the button over here and go ahead and register yourself into the DatsPush. I've already signed up into the DatsPush. Now I'm going to go ahead and sign in. So let's go ahead and log in and see how the website of how the dashboard of DatsPush actually looks like. So let's go ahead. So this is actually how the dashboard of DatsPush looks like. So as you can see, there's a cat over here. So everything looks like pretty comical, right? So they do concentrate a lot on Russian language. So this is actually Russian language, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually pretty sure it's Russian language. So they ask you to join on Telegram. They focus a lot on Telegram, so you can actually cancel this, and you can actually see this is how their dashboard looks like. Like I told you, everything is huge, and then you can actually click on here, and it will actually change the whole dashboard into Russian. So you can actually go ahead and click on here again and change back the whole website into English. So that's how you change it. So there's only two languages available, which is English and Russian. So they focus on Russia as well. So you can actually see the amount of funds that we have, our account name. So everything is huge, right? So they do have metrics around here, which means that if they do have metrics, that means that they do have an internal tracking software within themselves, which is pretty great. So this is where your campaigns are, your top campaigns. We don't have any campaigns running, so that's why everything is empty. But they do have metrics. That means they do have tracking software, which is great. So over here is your manager. Your manager is Anton. So they do have email, Skype, and Telegram. Like I told you, they are very focused on Telegram. I don't know why. So then there's few sections over here, and there's actually quite a number of sections over here, and we're going to take a look at each and every one of the sections. So the first section that we're going to take a look at is dashboard. So this is dashboard. After that, we are going to go to the news section. So when you click on the news section, you will be led to this particular page where there's actually a lot of news. So the latest news is on the 3rd March. We always need to see the latest news, or if they have a blog in any push networks, this is a strategy for you to identify whether the push traffic is push ad network is actually very good, or they're still in current, they're updated or not. So what you're going to do is you're going to check out their news, and they're going to check out their blog if they do have a blog, and make sure you check out the date and see when is the recent update. For example, news for this one is like they have the latest news on 3rd March, which is really recent. It's only this month, so they are actually updated. So some of them will not have an updated one. They will have like the last one would be in the 2019 or 2018. So these kind of things that you should actually take into consideration. So in their latest news, they actually announced that they do have a new ad format, which is the in-page push notification format, which will reach iOS users. So it's a pretty great news. So the next section would be the audience section. So when you go to the audience section, this is like a very normal section when it comes to the push ad networks. A lot of ad networks have this section these days. So all you gotta do is you can actually go ahead and create an audience. So to create this particular audience, you have to have a landing page or a website, and you have to have your pixel related within your website or your landing page. So using that information from your landing page and your website, you can actually go ahead and start creating an audience. And these audience are very, very helpful for you when you are actually creating a retargeting campaign, because these audience are actually people who already visited your website or visited your landing page. So they are actually the people who are interested in your offer for definitely. So what you're going to do, you're going to retarget them. And retargeting is one of the best strategy when it comes to online ad marketing. So definitely this is something that you should go ahead and try if you don't know how to do it. The next thing is actually campaign. So we're going to take a look at the campaign last. So there's a creative section as well. So like I told you, depends on how you are planning to do your stuff. So a lot of people, they actually go ahead and do the campaign step by step, each one and one by. But some experienced media buyers, what they will actually do is they will actually go and see the offer. Once they actually see the offer, they will go and do the creatives first, because the creatives is where you actually spend a lot of time on. So they actually go ahead and do the creatives first, because when I'm actually doing a campaign, don't follow me guys, I just upload a test campaign with my pictures on. But when you're doing a real campaign, or when you see me, watch me build a real campaign, then you can actually see that I actually take a lot of time on going ahead and finding creatives, because creatives are the way the audience are looking at your campaign. Your ad is actually your creative, and your audience are looking at that particular creative. So it's that important. It's your first impression, and it might be your last impression as well. So depending on which is your style, you can actually go ahead and start creating ads. You can actually stop creatives. So depending on the creatives that you can already created, you can actually start the creatives. So you can actually go ahead and start doing your creatives, or you can actually go ahead and stop your creative. You can remove creatives. You can do a lot of stuff. And also over here, there's something called postback URL. So they do have their postback URL in their creative section. And this is something that you can actually copy and paste it within your external tracking software. When you're running an ad campaign, especially when you're a media buyer, I would highly, highly recommend you to have an external tracking software as well. Definitely, I will not deny there's a lot of push ad networks, and a lot of ad networks these days, they do have internal tracking software, but most of their internal tracking software are actually limited. Some of them has a very, very high-tech type of tracking software as well, but most of them do not have that kind of high-end tracking software. So you do need to have an external tracking software which you can actually use the detail to optimize your campaign. And when it comes to external tracking software, there is no other tracking software that I can actually recommend other than Volume. We from Dice University, we love Volume so much. Personally, myself, I've used Volume a lot, and our Volume is crazy. They do have a lot of details that you can actually use to optimize your campaign. Not only that, their support team is super marvelous. If you have any problems within Volume itself, you can actually go ahead and contact their support team. And we from Dice University also help people in order for you to navigate via Volume. So if you have any question within Volume, you can actually join our Dice University forum or Dice University itself. You can go ahead and post your questions, and we can actually guide you how to navigate and how to use the data within the Volume itself. If you join the Dice University, we have a section where we talk about Volume, we talk about how to read the data in Volume, and how to use the data within Volume to optimize your campaign. So the next section would be the statistics, and this is mostly regarding the internal tracking system that I actually tell you. So one thing bad about this particular dashboard is that every time you click, it loads, and the loading, it takes a little bit time. I don't know whether the website is slow or not. Basically, I think the website is slow. My internet is slow sometimes, but most of the time it's fast. And when I actually reviewing other ad networks, it was pretty fast, and this is actually pretty slow. So this is actually something that they should actually concentrate as well, because I think they put a lot of image and a lot of icons and all this kind of stuff, so it makes the loading pretty late. So this is something that they should take into consideration as well. So this is where your statistics of your campaigns would be. So you can choose your campaigns, creatives, countries, platforms, browsers, type of push ads. So what type of push ads? Push, in-page, native, pop under, click under, and all this kind of stuff. So you can actually see the statistics over here. We don't have a statistic because we don't have a campaign running. So mostly it's impression, clicks, cost, click-through rate, leads, payouts, profit, and ROI. And you can also export this particular information to a CSV file, which you can use for your reference later on. So next section would be the finance section, where this is where it's going to be regarding the adding the fund. So you can actually go ahead and add your fund. We don't have any history over here since we do not add any fund yet. We not made any financial transactions, so we don't have any history when it comes to the finance section. So if you made any financial transaction within the DatsPush, definitely your history would be here. So let's go ahead and add some fund and see what is the type of methods that we can actually add fund. So there is actually 5 methods that you can actually add fund. One is the web money. Wow, you need to click on each and every one of it, which is bad. So web money's minimum transaction is bad. This is really bad, guys. To add fund, you need to do a lot of stuff. So we're not going to go into depth. So this is where they actually lag. They do not show the limitation within the funds, and you have to click on each on every one of it, and then it loads to a different page. It's slow. It's a very bad stuff, guys. When it's slow, especially if you're a media buyer, when things are slow, it actually makes your mood very bad. So yeah, this is something that you should concentrate. So coming back to the topic, so they do have few ways you can actually go ahead and add funds. One is the web money, credit card, PayPal, Paxum, and other methods. So let's not waste time here and go to the next section, which is the bid section. So this is where mostly I think they're going to show us the bid price, the average bid price. Yes, this is what they're showing us. So according to the country, what is actually their price, what is actually the average bid price. So let's go ahead and see Malaysia, since we're going to run ads on Malaysia, because I know the real ad for Malaysia. So MY is Malaysia. Where's Malaysia? Wow, Malaysia is not here. So sad. Oh, it's here. Yeah, so it's 0.01 and the average is 0.012, which makes sense. It should be usually 0.01, something like that. So it does make sense. So the maximum CTR for Malaysia would be 0.02, right? Just now, let me just go ahead and check. MY, so Malaysia is 0.2. So these are the bids that you can actually go ahead and take a look at. So if you're a beginner, you can actually take a look at the price, take a look at the bid, and then you can actually go ahead and use this when you're building your campaign. But if you're an experienced trader, I think definitely you know the minimum bid of the traffic that you're actually running, especially in the certain countries that you specialize in. But even if you're an experienced trader, you want to go ahead and test the traffic in different countries, you might want to go ahead and check out these minimum bids as well. So the next section is the support section, where you can actually ensure a ticket. So you can actually go ahead and create a ticket, which can actually go ahead and ask questions to them. What is your questions, and just send it to them and all this kind of stuff. And then the last section would be the FAQ. It's also like for support purposes. So all right, you can actually check out a lot of stuff over here. What is the average CTR and all this kind of stuff. And they do have like a promotion over here. If you actually click it, I think it will lead you to the traffic cardinal, where you can actually buy the ticket for affiliate conference Moscow 2020. So when is actually the affiliate conference? I think they should have postponed this due to coronavirus, right? So basically they do have a promotion, 50% promotion when you're with that's Team Gold, and 20% promotion when you're with that's team VIP. So let's go back to the push dashboard and check out how to build the campaign. That's the most crucial part, right? So let's go back and go to the campaign section. All right, this is the part that I was waiting for. So let's go ahead and start to create a campaign. So when you hit the create a campaign button, it loads back. So everything is in one page. Oh, thank God. I would be really frustrated since everything has to load so slow. I would be really frustrated if Dashboard actually had a lot of page, but they do have only one page, which is pretty straightforward. And like I told you, DatsPush is a ad network which concentrate on push network alone. That's why they do only have two formats. One is push and one more is in page, which is also a type of push ad format. And even this one is a very brand new. We saw the news just now, it was a brand new. So they do have a native pop under and click under coming up soon. So just gonna run a push ad. So we're gonna go ahead and see. So we're gonna name the campaign test campaign category niche. So we're gonna go on others. So country, we're gonna go on Malaysia. So we're gonna go, sorry, my countries, I'm gonna go Malaysia. So search for Malaysia. Yeah, Malaysia is there. So I'm gonna go region. So it's region targeting Malaysia. So let's see how good is the region targeting. Kuala Lumpur. Wow. Oh, they do have Selangor at least. So no. So what they have with Selangor? Can we see it? We can't see. We can't scroll down. There's a bad feature over here. We can't actually click this button. I think this button is just there for fun. You can't click this button. So let's just hit Subang, for example. Yep, Subang is here. So let's go ahead and hit Subang. So platforms. Let's see what platform is there. So there's Android. There's a lot of platform as well. The specification and the targeting is not that good, guys. It's like a very plain and simple type of targeting. It's like a very common type of targeting which a lot of ad networks has actually. So basically nothing very special regarding the ad format. Ad targeting, so the operating system, so there's a few operating system only for Android, device type mobile, usage type, you can actually search a usage type, browser, there's a lot of browser. Yandex is there because it's in Russia. Definitely Yandex is very popular in Russia. Browser language, definitely we're going to go for English. So you can actually hit additional language as well if you want to. Okay, so this is actually the site ID for whitelist. You can add a site ID and whatever that you want to whitelist and whatever you want to blacklist. You can actually do the same thing for zone, blacklist, IP, also the same thing, blacklist and whitelist. So you can, this is like auto blacklist rules. So let me just see this over here. Let's see, let's see greater than 10. So you can actually go ahead and blacklist. So there's also for carriers, you can actually choose carriers. So there's a lot of carriers available. Whitelist, blacklist as well. Audience, if you created an audience just now, you can actually go ahead and select your audience and put your audience here. So limited budget, daily budget is, so they do have like the limit may overspend due to specific of push traffic. So you can actually schedule your campaign. You can just leave it like this. If it means that if you leave like this, your campaign will start immediately. So basically that's about it, guys. And then you hit the create button and your campaign will be created. And once your campaign is created, it will be submitted to Dashpush for review. And once they actually review the campaign and your campaign complies with all their rules, your campaign will go live. So basically my personal summary regarding the targeting campaign, creating campaign, it's a very straightforward campaign creation over here, and the whole dashboard is, everything looks very nice, very catchy, very comical. The only downfall that they have, everything loads very slowly. That's a very bad thing. Personally, I feel it's a very bad thing. It loads slowly. That's the biggest drawback. And when it comes to creating the campaign, everything is like pretty straightforward, but the features are like very limited as well. So if you're a beginner affiliate marketer or beginner media buyer and you want to do their first push campaign, definitely this is very good for you, because you can go ahead and adopt, and it's like very straightforward. There's no confusing stuff. Everything is like straightforward there for you. So this will be a very good option for you. But if you're an experienced media buyer or an affiliate marketer, then definitely dashboard is not something that you want to go ahead and take a look at, because you need something with more AIs to help you optimize your campaign. You want more targeting options and all this kind of stuff if you're an experienced media buyer. So definitely that's not provided in dashboard. For beginners, I would highly recommend dashboard, but if you're an experienced media buyer or an affiliate marketer, dashboard is not, maybe dashboard is not your food in the plate. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But personally, if you ask me as an experienced media buyer, I would say that dashboard is not my food in the plate. So that's about it in today's video, guys. I hope this video was beneficial for you, and I really hope that information from this video can be used by yourself to enhance your knowledge on push notification, or even to help you create a push notification campaign via dashboard. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be seeing you in the next one. But before I go,
allow me to introduce the Dice University Forum. Whether you are trying to make your first conversion on ClickBank or scale your campaigns to 6 figures, the Dice University Forum offers you exactly what you need, like high-quality landing page templates, detailed case studies, and exclusive discounts. The forum has no outdated information. All resources inside are from campaigns that are running right now. Do you want to learn from super affiliates? Check the link in the description and sign up today.